Hi, I'm Melanie Jordan, and I'm going to talk about the importance of breastfeeding. For some of you, breastfeeding might sound like a silly topic, but it's not. It's extremely important, and it's completely natural. Millions of women around the world do it. I did it, my friends did it, heck, even my mom did it. Breast milk has so many good nutrients for your baby that it can affect its health for the rest of its life. Today I'd like to try to persuade you into understanding why breastfeeding is so important. I'm going to talk about the advantages of breastfeeding, the health benefits of breast milk, the use of breast pumps, and some statistics on mothers who breastfeed. I'm going to start off by discussing why breastfeeding is better than giving formula. There are so many pros to breastfeeding. According to Roy Benark, in the article Breastfeeding versus Bottle Feeding, all of the topics that I mention in this category come from him. He mentions it helps losing weight faster, which can be a big issue with new mothers. It protects against sudden infant death syndrome. It has active infection in fighting white blood cells and natural chemicals that give increased protection against infection in the first few months. Also, it has all the nutrients that babies need: calcium, carbohydrates, protein, and fat. It gives a special skin-to-skin contact, which can help form the special bond between mother and baby. And best of all, it's free, and you can use it anytime. Just like this picture by Cher Green in 2011, you can do it in public. This woman is breastfeeding in public because she has this cover. Now that we've gone through a few of the many advantages of breastfeeding, I'd like to talk about some of the health benefits. Just like the advantages, there are several health benefits, but I'll just name a few. Also, Roy Benark says that it can protect against allergies and asthma in the future, and also decrease the risk for obesity. According to Catherine Herba in Breastfeeding and Early Brain Development, maternal reports of breastfeeding are associated with more mature brain development in the first 2 months of life. According to Benefits of Breastfeeding, breastfed children are less likely to contract diseases in later life, such as juvenile diabetes, cancer, heart disease, and multiple sclerosis in the first 15 years of life. There are so many health benefits of breast milk that breast milk can provide, but now let's talk about breast pumps. There are two different kinds, the automatic and the manual. I interviewed Emily Harris on July 7th of 2013, and she gave me the scoop on both. With the manual, you hold the flange, which is this part, on your breast, and the nipple goes directly in the middle. You kind of have to hold this to yourself with your arm and then pump up and down with your hand. And the milk flows into the bottle, which would go here. Emily quotes that with a manual pump, it would take me at least 2 hours to get a decent amount of milk, which would be 4 ounces. I did not like the manual. It was tiring work, and I was already exhausted from being up with my baby all night. It was not powerful enough, and it was awkward trying to pump and hold at the same time. Then we have the automatic. This has 2 flanges so that you can put each flange on both breasts, and you can pump from both breasts at the same time, which would give you twice the amount of milk. You would put the bottles here and it flows in. Now this turns on so you can increase the power to your comfort level. With the automatic, Emily quotes, "I liked the automatic. It was easier to use, it was far less awkward. I got 3 times the amount of milk in the same time that it would have taken me to use the manual. I preferred the automatic over the manual because it was a lot less work." End quote. You can pump at any time. According to the pamphlet on breastfeeding care from the Cass County Memorial Hospital, breast milk can be stored in the refrigerator for up to 48 hours and in the freezer for up to a month. And this is great for if you're returning to work or if you need to go somewhere and you need a babysitter. Now that we've looked at the two different types of breast pumps, I would like to talk about the statistics of mothers who breastfeed their babies. A Surgeon General report on 36,000 responses to a survey says some 64% of American women who breastfed from weeks to a month, that's what happened. It was 64 women breastfed from the first weeks of life to a month. And that's better than 50% from a decade ago. Rachel Retner says in 2000 to 2008, The percentage of new moms who said they breastfeed their infants increased from 70.3% to 74.6%. So it appears that the number is going up, which is great. Now you know a lot about the importance of breastfeeding. I talked about the advantages, the health benefits, the use of breast pumps, and some statistics on mothers who breastfeed. Hopefully this helps you understand just how wonderful breastfeeding can be for the mother and the baby. And just remember the quote, breast is best. Thank you.